Hello and welcome back to Star Wars The Old Republic, and we're about to start the Conflicting Priorities mission. I still have no idea what any of these story missions actually are, but I'm just doing them as they pop up because it seems like that's the natural progression of things. Now bear in mind that of course we still have the Cold Moon's Tidings, which one of you was very kind to let me know that that is indeed a seasonal mission that unlocks a new companion. And so I'm very much looking forward to doing that. Hopefully we're going to be able to do it before the end of the season. I believe there's actually 90 days or something like that until the end of the season, but by all means, let me know if I've actually got that incorrect, but I don't think so. But anyway, we're now going to start Conflicting Priorities, which is in here.
Welcome to the party, Commander. Not much of one today, since everyone is busy rushing around.
We're receiving countless requests from across the galaxy. Most are handled simply enough.
Yeah, but some of those asks are draining our supplies as fast as we get them. Hypermatter, people, ammo, even food. It's getting hard to keep up.
Is there anything we can do about it?
Get more of, well, everything. People, ships, fuel, time. You know, the easy stuff.
We simply have to do more with less. We have some proposed solutions, but there are recent developments that we should discuss first. Sana Ray and I, along with the members of our force Enclave here on Odessen, have kept a watchful eye for any further signs of Valkorian's influence.
I really miss the days when dead people stayed dead.
We are hopeful. The force feels different, lighter somehow, as if Valkorian's very existence was a weight that none of us recognized. Our Enclave, the Voss, I'm told that even Satil students have felt the change. It seems our ancient enemy is well and truly gone. I'm sure you felt it too, knowing your own strength in the Force. The question now is, how do we proceed?
We need to be sure he's actually gone, and it's not just another trick.
A prudent decision. I will instruct the Enclave to continue searching for any signs of him.
So, on to the Mandalorians. It's a pretty crazy time for them. Shae Vizsla's taken down half the Darmanda on Mekshah, but hasn't gotten any closer to this Field Marshal Cole. Indigo never was a hands-on manager. Probably didn't even know his people were involved.
As promised, Jakaya Ordo has been aiding our operations in Shae's place. Despite the turmoil in the clans, he's helped us secure escorts for our cargo shipments.
That's good to hear.
Going back to the numerous requests we've received for assistance from our allies across the galaxy, we have a potential solution. We already employ a number of incredibly skilled and resourceful individuals who could likely handle these requests, alone or in small teams. Additionally, between my contacts and Theron's, there are a number of outside assets we could recruit to fulfill our allies' needs. As we've done before, if those assets prove useful, we can bring them into the fold officially. A sort of field test, if you will.
I get the feeling you already have one of these tests in mind.
Naturally.
Our first situation is on Balmorra. They're prepping a big shipment of turbo lasers for a Republic base on Corellia. Obviously, our friends in the Empire would prefer that those cannons never get to their destination.
Commodore Pardax knows of an external asset that has plagued the Balmorran governor for years. The asset is a Twi'lek using the codename Zenith. He hates the Sith Empire intensely. But that hatred could be used to manipulate him. Pardax believes we can feed him false intelligence, convince him the turbo lasers are instead being sold to the Sith. Zenith does our work for us, and Pardax uses the opportunity to take him into custody. Rather elegant, I think.
A single shipment of turbo lasers isn't a crisis. Let the Empire deal with it themselves.
Very well. I'll leave this matter to Darth Rivix. I believe that's it for today, Commander. I'll let everyone else know what was discussed. Thank you for your time.
Now, the main reason why I actually decided on that course of action is because, as far as I am aware, is Zenith not a companion for another one of the class stories? I seem to recall, I know that name. I'm not sure whether he was just a maybe like a fixture in one of the missions for one of the other class stories, but I seem to recall him quite vividly playing a prominent part. So Actually, could it be... Wait a minute. Could it be that I'm actually remembering him from the Clone Wars animated TV show? I'm actually not sure. It's been a long time since I've seen that, but I seem to recall that there was a big organization of Twi'lek rebels on a particular planet, and I seem to recall that being a storyline in the Clone Wars TV show. That's very interesting. Well, I'm sure someone out there knows, so if you do know where Zenith is from, whether it is indeed a companion or not, then by all means, let me and let everyone else know, because if you don't know, then maybe it's going to be interesting to you as well. Anyway, let's go into the secrets of the Enclave.
Hey, Commander. Don't know if you were expecting him, but Darth Rivix is here.
Rivix? He's here now.
Here and dying to meet with you. Alone. He was very insistent about that part. I made him wait in the operations room, said you'd meet him when you had the chance, but he said it couldn't wait.
All right. I'll go there immediately.
Okay. Now, one thing is for certain. I personally feel like they should have probably just segued into me just, or my character, shall we say, just entering the operations room. I don't see the point in making that a separate cutscene. That's a bit strange in my opinion.
Darth Nox, my wise ally. I must say how thoroughly I enjoy my visits, seeing operations run so smoothly under your capable leadership.
Hilo said you wanted to see me immediately.
I did say that, didn't I? My sincerest apologies for the theatrics. I have news to share that could not wait for a formal invitation.
Of course I'm sure! I'd know that maniac anywhere! I could feel his presence before he even set foot on Dantooine. The longer you sit around, questioning what I saw, the more time he has to get away with whatever he's doing in those ruins.
Our intelligence officers have truly outdone themselves this time.
What was that?
A secret meeting with Jedi leadership, or what's left of them. This woman, Aaron Lanier, claims she saw Darth Malgus enter the Jedi Enclave on Dantooine. He was missing for so long, but it seems our errant Dark Lord has finally decided to show his face. Our Empress is displeased.
What do you mean? Malgus isn't acting under Asina's orders.
Whatever fool's errand Malgus is chasing on Dantooine, Empress Asina certainly did not sanction it. And any attempt to recall Malgus has utterly failed. Given the circumstances, the Imperial Reclamation Service proposed sending an entire excavation unit to search the ruins and apprehend Malgus. But the Empress does not want Malgus's newfound freedom to become widespread knowledge. So, I suggested a more covert approach.
And you need me for this covert approach.
Precisely, my friend. A small task force, you, me, and a very powerful ally, would be more than capable of investigating what Malgus was up to in those Jedi ruins.
Are you going to tell me who this powerful ally is?
Even better, I'll show you. Darth Krovos, your timing is as impeccable as ever.
I apologize I couldn't be here sooner. Logistics is field testing new Kolto packs and wanted my approval before they begin. I trust you've been briefed on the situation. We should depart before our window of opportunity closes.
You're going to Dantooine with us?
I'm sure I don't need to explain how dire the consequences would be if Darth Malgus has somehow gone rogue again. The severity of this mission requires my direct involvement.
I've always wanted to work closer with you, Krovos. Maybe I should be thanking Malgus.
I wouldn't go that far. We've waited long enough. If we don't get to Dantooine quickly, we'll lose Malgus's trail. I'll meet you both at the shuttle.
Darth Krovos. Isn't the Hand meant to be working outside the Dark Council's influence?
Krovos is not like the others on the Council. She is steadfast in her commitment to strengthening the Empire, not to mention her considerable combat skills. At any rate, we don't have the luxury of being choosy with our allies. Unless we seize this opportunity now, we undoubtedly risk Republic interference later. Our shuttle is waiting. After you.
Well, can anyone say rejected? Yeah, that was a big rejection right there from Darth Krovos. Well, that's not particularly nice, is it? But you know, I shot my shot, and well, that's what happened. Anyway, so what we need to do now is we need to go and complete the solo story flashpoint, which is here.
We're nearing our destination. A few more minutes, and we'll be planetside on Dantooine.
How are you planning to get us down without attracting the Republic's attention?
Ah, you must remember, Dantooine isn't exactly a bustling metropolis world. Their government lacks organization, and when it comes to officially sanctioned travel, let's just say it won't be difficult for a small shuttle like ours to sneak in unnoticed.
It is imperative that we do not draw attention to ourselves during this mission, Rivix. I hope you remember that.
Of course I do. We should have no trouble reaching the Enclave ruins. No trouble at all.
Weren't you saying something about no trouble?
Blast! Our window was small, but I was sure we would be the first to arrive.
It takes the Republic military ages to agree on anything, let alone act. I can't believe they've mobilized such a show of force so quickly.
Walking through the front door isn't going to be an option for us. Suggestions?
Well, since walking right past those Republic soldiers and possibly scaring off our quarry is clearly out of the question, might I suggest an alternate route? Years ago, many people here scavenged what they could from the Enclave ruins to make a living. Their leaders didn't exactly approve, so they built access tunnels in secret. We'll undoubtedly meet resistance from patrols, but if we find one, our chances of infiltrating the ruins would be much higher than a direct assault.
And hopefully, we'll retain at least some of this mission's secrecy.
What other choice do we have?
None, I'm afraid.
Then let's go, before the Republic sends more reinforcements.
Alright, so we have a bit of a problem on our hands. The Republic has obviously installed a lot of reinforcements and, well, walkers that are massive, and we really do not want to fight them one bit. Here's the map, by the way, if you want to take a look at it. Apparently what we need to do is we need to make our way over here. Can I get on my mount? Yes, I can. Oh, thank you so much for letting me mount in a flashpoint. Ah, that is such a nice change of pace. That's all I can say, because we've been in situations where we literally have to be on a space station or something like that. And usually when you're on a space station, of course it's going to be impossible for you to mount up there. They don't let you get on your Tauntaun there, do they? Anyway, defeat the ambush is what we have to do now, even though I'm in stealth, and technically it would make no sense whatsoever for them to see me, but that's how things are going right now. Oh yes. Alright, so let's just spread our dots all over the place here. Pretty easy to do that. I'm going to be attempting to skip as much of the combat as possible, because generally I don't see the point in actually, you know, doing it, because if I can avoid it, I might as well, right? And we'll see what we can do here. Wait a minute, what's going on here? Okay, is this actually what I need to do? Yeah, this is actually what I need to do. Okay, so we need to defeat enemy scout camps. Okay, this is going to be pretty simple. Most of these guys are not difficult in the least. Just going to activate my defensives and attack cooldowns right here. Just make sure that we know exactly what's going on. Just going to try and spread my dots to some of these guys. And then hopefully we can get over to the veteran as well and get some dots on him too. It seems like just one applied to him. Well, that's absolutely fine. As you can see, Krovos is actually doing a fantastic job. And surprisingly enough, doing some good damage. I wouldn't have expected that from an NPC that isn't actually a companion. But yeah, apparently that is exactly what's going on. Okay, so otherwise, apart from that, oh yeah, actually, wait a minute. Let me just mount up real fast. Let me just see here. Okay, so we need to go along the road here. I wonder whether I can be sneaky. I wonder whether I'm actually able to do this without even going stealth. Wait a minute. Is this a patrol? Ah, this is one of the patrols. Okay, that's hilarious. Oh, look at me, look at me. I'm going to be sneaky, avoiding the patrol that I actually need. Oh, yeah. Wait a minute. Yeah, of course I need to do this. Oh well, never mind. It's absolutely fine. Should probably use more AoE against these guys, because it seems like they're mostly fodder. And these fellows can just be avoided, so we don't need to worry about them too much, and then we just need to go up to the left.
You seem pretty knowledgeable about the history of a Republic world.
Is that really so strange? My job is to be well informed about any potential threats to the Empress. If Malgus had resurfaced on Nal Hutta, I assure you that I would be an expert on the intricacies of Hutt politics.
Rivix, are you admitting there's something you haven't mastered? I'm shocked.
I don't know what it is, but whenever the companions have banter in some way or another, I actually really love that. It's the same thing in other BioWare RPGs as well. There's actually a huge amount of banter in, for example, the Dragon Age series, and literally some of that. I'm speaking most specifically about the later game in, like, for example, Dragon Age 1. If you're playing Dragon Age 1 and you're going into the Dwarven areas, there is some absolutely amazing banter in those sections and some very interesting conversations, because at that point most of your companions have kind of, you know, they've kind of got to know each other over the course of your little adventure. And yeah, it's actually pretty awesome. And I'm now getting a guild invite. No, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die literally. Oh no. Alright, so I managed to find the last, actually not the fast, but they are kind of fast to be fair. They are actually moving pretty fast through the area here. So I found the last patrol, and hopefully we will be able to then move on to the next stage of the mission. Search for an entrance to the ruins, which is just over here. Ah, that's a wonderful coincidence, isn't it? Yes, absolutely fantastic. So let's make our way over here.
Hopefully they didn't get a chance to alert their friends.
And here is the Scavenger's tunnel entrance, just as I said.
Let's get inside then, before any reinforcements decide to investigate.
Oh, yes, indeed. Well, thankfully, even if there are some reinforcements, I should be able to avoid most confrontations. And what is that? Oh, it's just a medical droid. Oh, okay. Ah, hello. Hello there. Ah, yes. How uncivilized. I saw a guild name that was actually called that or something like that. I think that's a wonderful, wonderful reference. Anyway, there we go. These guys literally have no idea what's up, and they're dead. Oh, yes, they are indeed dead. Okay, so let me just make a quick look around here, because I don't really want to miss anything, just in case, because there might very well be some things that I might want to pick up. Maybe there's some hidden things. Are they going to attack, actually, if I stay in stealth? It seems like my companions thought that they were going to attack, and maybe they were going to attack anyway, I don't know. But we're just going to use my Death Field here. Death Field is actually an insane ability. I'm surprised that they didn't actually give you any kind of internal cooldown on that ability, because if you take that that particular talent that I was talking about in a previous episode, where when you kill an enemy, any enemy, it gives you back a charge of Death Field, and you have 2 charges of it. So, in other words, if you use Death Field twice in a row, you're going to be able to deal pretty good damage in an AoE. And if you are killing enemies that are super light and not actually elite enemies or anything like that, for example, this guy. Look at this guy, he's got 1.3 million. Hello. Yeah, is this a Rancor? It looks like a Rancor to me. But maybe it's not. I don't know. I mean, Rancors are native to Tatooine, aren't they? Or something like that? I'm not entirely sure. I mean, it doesn't say that it's a Rancor, but it looks very similar to one. Anyway, let's see what we can do here. This is going to be a little bit bad, isn't it? Oh, okay. It's got telegraphed abilities. That's perfectly fine. Okay, I love that. Any single time they actually provide telegraphed abilities to some kind of enemy, I actually really appreciate that, because it makes it a lot easier for anyone to kind of see what's happening. So in other words, you're not just going to take unavoidable damage. I find it quite annoying when some mobs in certain games just have something that you think, oh, I need to avoid this, and then you literally just think, oh, okay, I got hit by it, and you're taking massive damage and maybe even die. So it's actually super nice that they have added more of this to the game, because it actually, I don't know, I feel like it's quite fun. I as I said, not sure how the raiding is in the game, you know. I'm not sure how the big flashpoints with multiple people, I'm talking about, you know, what, 10 or more people. Not sure how the scene is for that, but this particular enemy seems to be dying pretty fast, and he does spawn some ads, but we can deal with those pretty easily. It's a growl. Okay, it's a growl, apparently. Okay, that's good to know. And we actually looted some stuff right here. Okay, what did I loot? This is actually better than what I am wearing, so why not? Let's just equip it. What do we have here? This is an enhancement. Okay, not particularly useful for me. And then crafting materials. Okay, that is perfectly fine. And what do we have here? What's this? Disturbed rubble.
How in blazes did these creatures get here?
What was that thing? I've never seen anything like it.
A Grawl. They're not uncommon, but seeing one underground and at this size, it's completely out of the ordinary. Not to mention its little friends.
Oh, at last. At last! Someone has finally come to help me!
Everyone lower your weapons. It's just a droid.
Yes, I am just a droid, with no intention of harming you. You have my word. I am a member of the Imperial Medical Corps designation TL-30.
What are you doing down here, droid?
Darth Malgus brought me here, ma'am.
Did you say Darth Malgus?
Yes, I did. I was tasked with tending to Lord Malgus after the Battle of the Meridian Complex. Though his wounds were severe, he escaped our medical facility. I was his hostage, but he could not have survived on his own. I kept him alive while he considered his next move. Then he brought me here.
Where is Malgus now?
I do not know, sir. I followed Lord Malgus deep into these tunnels, but we reached a crossroads, and he continued on from there, alone. He did not return. I had no choice but to find my own way out of these tunnels, but that great beast attacked me. And you made short work of it. Please, help me escape this horrible place.
We are not taking her with us. She's barely functional. She'll slow us down.
No, I don't want to go with you. I want to get out of here. All I need is a quick repair. Just enough to get me moving again. With the tunnels clear, I can manage on my own.
We have enough obstacles to contend with.
Oh no. No, please! I can help!
I wonder if she followed Malgus for as long as she says.
What are you thinking?
Copy the data from her memory core. She likely recorded everything she saw in this enclave. Up until you destroyed her, of course.
The two of us will scout ahead. Meet us when you've extracted the information we need.
All finished then?
I have a record of Malgus's every move in this place. We just have to figure out where he went after he left the droid.
Excellent. A new piece of the puzzle.
I would be remiss if I did not ask, but what if Malgus is still here? What do you plan to do with him?
Malgus still has his uses. We'll bring him back to the Empire, if we can.
I am heartened by how clearly you see the situation. Whatever Malgus is going through, I am sure it is only temporary. I know he still desires to serve the Empire. The strength and power he offers are mighty weapons. It would be foolish to throw them away over an error in judgment.
What would you do, Lord Rivix, were you in my place?
My duty is to support the Hand, which means supporting you. Whatever your opinion is, I defer to it.
Unsurprising, but we've idled long enough. Let's continue.
I gotta say, I actually really like the fact that in that cutscene, after we killed the droid, my lightsaber was consistently on. Did you see that? I was literally being impaled by my lightsaber. I'd be dead at that point, wouldn't I?
Still wants to serve the Empire, Krovos. Why do you think he left after Corellia?
Even after we destroyed the Meridian Complex, our old enemies in the Republic continue to mount a substantial resistance. Fighting this war as we've always done will no longer work. Malgus understands this. I'm positive that he's searching for something that could revitalize our ways of combat. Whether or not our peers will approve of anything he finds, I cannot say.
Now, I also want to mention that I actually really liked the droid. I actually really liked the medical droid and the way that, she was written, her lines, her delivery. I thought all of it was absolutely fantastic and enamors you to the character really fast. You basically think, oh, this is such a charming, funny character, right? You know, has a lot of personality. And the only reason I did that is because I wanted the dark side points. That was it. That was the only reason why I did that, because it's Zainash, you know? If I was playing a light side character, then obviously I'd do the light side thing. Or if I was playing a character that was after what I would personally decide, then for me, I would have let her live. I would have let her live 100%, because it just makes no sense to me to... I mean, she's no threat to us. There's no... It feels to me like it just doesn't matter whether we help her or not. I mean, you know, helping her is good, because then she gets to go back to wherever she wants to go. And it feels a bit like a waste to kill her, to be honest, because I think it's a fun character, and that's basically it. That's the bottom line there. But yeah, that's my point. So if it was up to me, I would have let her live. But Zainash, you know, he's an evil guy. You know, he's a dark side individual, and that's exactly what he's gonna do. So yeah, there's that. Anyway, I'm just gonna use Dark Field. No, I'm gonna use Death Field a little bit here, just to get these guys out the way. Thank you very much. And then let's move on through the doorway and hopefully go over to here.
Consider working with whoever told you this place was empty, Rivix.
Well, that's pretty funny in itself. He literally just said, I would sincerely reconsider working with whoever told you this place was empty, Rivix. Yeah, exactly, because, let's face it, it's chock-a-block full of high-security droids. Yeah, great, isn't it? Okay, so there we go. We disabled this. The droid systems go haywire, disrupting enemy or nearby technology. Okay, so we have a bonus mission. I'm not sure if I really care about doing the bonus mission. I am actually extremely close to level 80, which I believe is the maximum level in the game at the moment. So I don't really need to, you know, try for as much experience as possible. This is a... Are you serious? It's a dead end.
I'm a bit curious, Lord Krovos. If Malgus simply wants to bolster the Empire, what is he doing in these ruins?
I never claimed to know the details of his plans. I simply believe that what he's doing is in the best interest of the Empire. I fought next to Malgus in enough battles to trust my feelings on the matter.
Ooh, a little bit of backstory on Malgus right there. And we have another one of these. That's a funny thing. I'm not entirely sure whether I even want to do this, but I've done the other two, so I might as well, right? Anyway, we're going to have to fight another one of these high-security wardens here, which I gotta say, I'm not that riveted by, to be honest. I very much prefer to just move on and find out exactly if Malgus is here, because I think that would actually be kind of fun. And, ooh, wait. Ah, there might even be an additional thing that we can do here. Look at this. There is a containment cell. I actually wonder if there is a person here that we can potentially recruit. So maybe doing the side objective has actually been somewhat lucrative.
Hold on, someone's here. Stop right there! Don't take another step! You're outnumbered, and we know how to take down Sith. Put down your weapons and surrender, imps, unless you want to leave here in pieces.
Oh, my apologies, sir. I seem to have taken a wrong turn somewhere.
Very funny. Really. This is the end of the line for you. We won't let any imps get in the way of our mission here. For the Republic!
Okay, is it just me, or did that feel like a complete non-choice conversation? It's one of those times where you think to yourself, okay, what can I say here to kind of have a fun time? And then they just go, oh, yeah, so it's either you make a snarky comment, which is what I did, or you attack straight away, or you maybe attempt to, you know, appease them in some fashion or another. Now, these guys actually have some pretty significant HP values. I'm not sure who the... I'm going to assume the grappler is the healer, so we're going to see what we can do about that. I'm going to actually do a little bit of something here. Aha! Sap does not work on that fellow. Sap does not work on this one either. Okay, well then there's going to be some problems. Yeah, but I find it funny how the snarky comment basically ended up being the exact same thing as the attack comment. So yeah, really, really funny in that regard, isn't it? Yeah, when that kind of thing happens, it's a little disappointing, but, you know, I'm happy that I said the snarky thing now, because I was kind of thinking, should I just go and attack them? You know, should I just go straight up and attack? Nah. You know, I'm just going to have some fun with that a little bit more often, I think, because Zaynash has been like that, I think, most of the time. I'm just going to move away from the rest of my people here just to not do damage to them with the AoE. As you might expect, it's probably not a good idea to stand in that. The grappler is already down. That was actually surprisingly quick. Although, to be fair, he does only have, 345,000 HP. Yeah, it's not really that much. And now the Demolitionist is going to go down too. And then it's Mr. Captain Maynard, the fellow that wanted to be in, you know, well, Skyrim or Oblivion or something like that, because he said, stop right there, and then he didn't say the criminal scum part, but he should have. He should have. That would have been very amusing and funny, but of course I don't think they can don't think they can really do that, and obviously it would be a little bit too, you know, funny rather than actual, like, you know, comedic funny. It would just be a bit silly. So yeah, but you know, that's what it made me think of, at least. Anyway, do we get to decide whether he lives or dies?
Master Norris, I'm sorry.
No, we don't. But we did get the achievement. What's yours is mine. Oh, that's so funny. Oh no, wait. No, we do actually get to decide what he actually what he gets. I'm not sure. Let's take just take a quick look here. This is slightly better than what I'm wearing, so I might as well equip that. Okay. Yeah, let's talk to him.
Where do these tunnels lead? Tell us.
Minar, wait, I know you. Where's Captain Minar? Let me speak to him now.
He's here. And alive. The same can't be said for the rest of these soldiers. Tell me what you're doing here, and what you've learned. Or this man joins the others.
No! Master Norris! Don't tell them anything! Please!
I would never. I'm sorry, Captain.
How unfortunate for you.
He's useless. Get rid of him.
As you command.
Let's figure out our next move.
The droid said something about Malgus abandoning her at a crossroads.
Yes, she did. Can you check her recordings?
This is it. This is the place.
So we follow the same path as Malgus took in this recording.
What if Malgus knows he's being followed? What if he manipulated this recording?
A valid concern. But unfortunately, unless we want to return empty-handed, our only option is to follow where this recording leads.
Rivix is right. We've come this far.
Then we'll keep going. Just keep your guard up.
Yeah, sometimes I really wish I could do the whole force choke thing as well. Well, shall we say my guy, you know, Zaynash, being able to do that would be quite fun. He doesn't seem to really do that often. I think he does more the force lightning stuff. Anyway, these fellows can see me, right? Yep. Oh, I was like, oh yeah, these guys can see me. Yeah, they certainly can. This is the containment cell that I'm actually very intrigued by. Hopefully I'm going to be able to figure out what's going on here. I should also use my defensive right now just to make sure that I don't particularly die, because let's face it, I seem to be taking quite some damage. I'd like to prevent that from actually finishing me off. Thank you very much. And this is actually a pretty good defensive, as you can see right here. 50% increased ranged and melee defense for 12 seconds. That's actually incredible. Such an amazing defensive ability there. And it only has a 2-minute cooldown as well. Really, really powerful. Ooh. Oh, really? That's all that there is here? Okay, well, I was hopeful that it would be someone that we could actually talk to and have a little bit of a funny conversation with, but no. It is just a Tarantatek. Yeah, even if that is the thing. Use the behavioral adjustment tower. Not this one. Was that the right one? That's not the right one, right? Did I do the right one? No, I don't think so. Okay, so I assume that there are specific ones that I need to interact with as we fight this thing, but they are quite obviously not marked very easily to really understand which one I need to click on. So I'm gonna just have to do what I can as fast as possible. I assume it's going to need to have something happen again at around 33%. Maybe it will do the same sort of thing again. I'm being attacked by this thing, so I'm just going to walk away from it. Thank you. And we should be completely fine. Okay, use the behavioral readjustment. Ah, these are all the same. Ah, okay, so that's fine. So I just need to use it. Not sure if I did that right, but, well, whatever the case, we did get something from it. We got some tech fragments and stuff like that. And someone was kind enough to let me know that the tech fragments are actually used on the fleet to buy some stuff. I think there are some seasonal related things. Why did this come up just now? Okay, I'm not sure why that came up just now. That's a bit weird. Anyway, that was all that was in there, which is really, really sad, actually. I was kind of hoping that, as I said, there'd be something a little bit more interesting than just some random, you know, like mini boss kind of thing going on. But yeah, it's fine. You know, it's fine.
Look at this place.
What were the Jedi doing here?
Altering memories, wiping minds, and other unsavory Force experiments.
Really? I didn't think the Jedi had it in them.
Ooh, really? Is that what they're doing here? I had no idea that that was the case. Wow. Okay. Okay, so we need to salvage explosive materials. Okay, well that was easy. Just found one right by the side of me right here. And I'm going to assume that we need to fight one of these groups at least. Yeah, there's going to be another one here. Alright, well, these are easy enough to deal with. Shouldn't have to be too long defeating them. And there is level 80. There we go. We finally made it to level 80. I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to get anyone else to level 80, but we'll see. We'll see in due time. And let's just loot this. We actually picked up something from here as well. What is this? What did we pick up? Daily resource matrix? What's that? Valuable material in the upgrade process for equipment obtained by completing various things can be used to upgrade gear at the supply section on the fleet. Okay, there's some very confusing resources going on here. That's sometimes the problem with MMOs, and I'm not even just talking about this one. There's a lot of different MMOs that are doing this whole upgrade system thing and changing it up to be much more complicated than it has to be otherwise. Ooh, look at this. I just got an advanced orange crystal. Why is my tooltip all the way down here? Okay. This color crystal can be used to change the color of your weapon. Okay, that's pretty fun. Orange, lethal. Let's have a look and see what... Is that what it looks like? Really? Okay, I was kind of hoping it looked a little bit better than that, to be honest, but okay. Good enough, I guess. You know, it's free, you know? It's a free crystal, so I shouldn't really be complaining, but, you know, I was kind of hoping it'd be a bit more vibrant, potentially, but there are so many color crystals available, so you can basically just customize and, you know, to your liking. You don't really have to go with anything default if you don't want to.
How do you know so much about Jedi history, Rivix?
I told you, I wouldn't be doing my duty if I did not keep myself apprised of these important details. Even if I hadn't done my research, this place has seen so much death and turmoil. Pain felt centuries ago still resonates here, echoing through the Force. I'm surprised you don't sense it as well. Don't you feel it, Lord Krovos?
Ooh, I seem to have skipped their conversation. Oh
This
dear.
is the only way forward.
Whoever built this door clearly didn't want anyone snooping around in here.
But someone got in anyway. Recently, from the look of these lightsaber marks.
Then we should see what's inside. Turn around. Don't try to escape.
Or what? You'll kill me like you killed my friends?
I can feel the anger radiating from her. And look what she did to her own people. Well done, Master Jedi. Well done indeed.
How dare you? I didn't do this. I found them like this. I guess Darth Malgus couldn't show any mercy to the rest of my team. Just like you.
How do you know this was Malgus?
Don't play games with me. You're Imperials, you know this was Malgus. Tell me what he was doing here, and tell me where the relic is. I know he took it!
We don't know any more than you do, Jedi.
Don't try to manipulate me. You Sith constantly outdoing yourselves when it comes to deceit. I've seen so many dark things, and it still shocks me.
Wait, something is wrong. Ignore the Jedi's whimpering. We should leave now.
You're not going anywhere. A transparent ploy like that won't stop me. I've faced the worst the Empire has to offer, and I return to the light. Once you're out of the way, I'll track down Malgus myself.
If Lord Crovus says we need to leave, then we're getting out of here.
I'll take my chances.
Oh no, are you serious that you actually want to go through with this? Oh no, okay, well that's pretty terrible. Anyway, let's do this, I guess. Oh wow, she's actually powering up a super big ability right there. That was massive AoE there. Okay, I'm gonna have to... Yes, I was gonna say, I'm gonna have to get out of the way of this massive AoE. And then I got murdered instantly. That was some harsh damage right there. I actually wonder, am I going to aggro these people in the back if I attack the Jedi again? Let me actually just see whether that is indeed the case. Because it might very well be that she calls... No, she just calls some ads over the wall here. Is that right? Am I actually correct about that? Or did they actually come over from this particular point? I think they actually did come over from here. So that's really interesting. I think I might actually die again. This is a hard one. This is definitely more difficult than anticipated. Just because we didn't kill these ads, I suppose. That's probably the reason why we're having some issues. Okay, so I'm going to have to be careful about her attack. We're going to have to be careful of these droids as well. So let me actually just make sure that we're spreading our dots as much as possible. Don't really... Whoa, okay. Yeah, we're going to have to do this a little bit differently. She has massive amounts of HP, I assume, as well, because we weren't really able to do too much. So I'm going to actually just clear these guys out real fast, and then we'll do that. That's kind of interesting, actually, because this is indeed a solo flashpoint. And as I said before, solo flashpoints are meant to be, you guessed it, soloable, right? So, yeah. Anyway... I guess it's not really that out of the realm of possibility that I just need to clear these out and then I should be perfectly fine, because she does spawn a huge amount of ads at the same time. And the ads themselves are quite damaging. Especially the droids and everything. Who's this guy? Look at him. He's just standing in the wall over there. That's pretty funny. Okay, what's actually... Wait a minute. What's actually going on with my... Why is my bar... Why did my bar change? That was really weird. Okay, I don't think I was really holding anything down by mistake there, but oh well. Never mind. Anyway, we should be perfectly fine here, and there we are. Okay, so let's just take a quick look. Anyone here? No. No one is here. Is there anything that... Ah, I can exit the flashpoint here, so this is the final boss. She has 1.4 million. That's actually not even that much, but she is highly damaging, so this is going to be real problematic if we can't avoid her abilities. As I'm actually doing that now, I'm trying to bait her ability. It seems like she's very angry, actually, and I mean, they said that, you know, our friends said that you know, they can feel the anger radiating off her, and I assume she's, I don't know, she is obviously trying to do what's best for the Jedi, but she's definitely not fully light side, that's for sure. Okay, what's this? Force... What is that? What is that? What am I supposed to do with this? Am I supposed to defend against this in some way? Am I supposed to kill her before the timer ends or something like that? I assume that's the case.
I'm not
Wow, that was actually really close.
yet.
That was really, really close. I wholeheartedly expected me to die instantly if I did not defeat her at the very end there. I actually thought that maybe I'd need to take a... I don't know, take cover behind somewhere here or something like that. I'm not entirely sure. Anyway, we now have the ability to talk to her, and I'm going to assume make a decision.
This is it. After everything I've overcome.
There's something so satisfying about killing Jedi.
You're disgusting. Just get on with it.
Stop! Something is happening.
Of all the people I expected to follow me into these ruins, you, Lord Krovos, were not one of them.
What's happening? How are you doing this?
Everything you see is your own doing. The bonds we forged in battle bind us together. They allow you to see this echo of my presence. This place, all the violence and betrayal it has seen disturbs the Force. Movement through these ruins is imprinted, especially if it's born of pain and anger. Those with enough power can sense it. You may have deceived your two allies during this foolish expedition, but I know you have felt my presence all along. Don't deny it.
I wasn't going to. I want to bring you back to the Empire. You are a pillar of strength among the Sith, and we will need you to defeat the Republic once and for all.
Perhaps. But you should know, I have removed the final tool that bound me to the Empress's will. I have done what so many Sith pretend to do but never really achieve. I have broken my chains. I will never again have a master. I will never let another rule over me. I will never return to the Empire.
I don't think you have a choice. The entire galaxy will hunt you down. Take your chances with us.
Do you think it's a coincidence that both the Republic and the Empire sent agents to Dantooine? Think, Krovos. Use that strategic mind of yours. I knew none of you could resist running to the Alliance commander for help. And I knew he could not resist coming after me, even if it meant walking right into my trap. It does not please me to see you suffer the same fate as these fools. If only you hadn't followed them here, you could have been a capable ally in what's to come.
Krovos? Krovos? What's happening?
Go, go! Malgus set a trap!
What? How do you
Go! Both of you!
Well, there we have it, in the dark below the stone. That is the achievement we just got, and I'm just gonna loot that. Thank you very much. Note of reflection, no idea what any of that is, that's for sure. Okay. Yeah, I really have no idea. Anyway, Secrets of the Enclave, we're gonna have to return to Darth Rivix to be able to see the conclusion of that. Otherwise, that is gonna be it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.